Securing Alpha. A secure. Spy plane standing by. Friendly spy plane inbound. Losing Alpha.
What's going on, guys? I am the Denk, and welcome to my very first Q&A. I apologize if it's not perfect just yet, but we're getting there. Right now I'm going to answer your questions that you sent to me via Twitter and YouTube, so let's just get right to it. Alan Snipes 229, what's the Denk like in real life? What do you like to do? Where do you like to go? What's your personality like when you're not behind the microphone? Good question. I work a lot. I'm one of those people who my mind is like constantly going. You know what I mean? I always am thinking about something or thinking about what to do next or what to try next. I like to stay very active. And aside from YouTube, I mean, I do graphic design, web design, voiceover work like I talked about. I songwrite, I produce. I really try to just stay very active and busy and pushing my various aspirations forward. You know, I like to constantly be doing something. As far as my personality in real life, I mean, what you see is what you get. I'm not one of these guys who presents themselves as something that they're not. You know, if we were sitting down having a conversation, this is how the conversation would be going. You know, I don't try to act like anything that I'm not, and that's very important to me. I want to make sure you guys get the real me. You know, I'm not trying to put on a front or put on some sort of facade. You know, like what you see is what you get with me. Aside from that, I'm really easygoing. I'm easy to get along with. It's kind of hard to get on my bad side. You really have to push me pretty far to get on my bad side. And if you're good to me, I'm good to you. That's just how I usually roll. So, thank you for the question. Next up, at Jax Benz, what's your opinion on girl gamers? I assume you mean girl gamers on YouTube, and usually when someone asks a question like this, they mean, you know, what do you think of the girls who flaunt themselves to get views and that type of stuff? I mean, do what you got to do to get views. I'm not going to hate on somebody because of the way that they present themselves in their videos or on their channel. I mean, it's your channel. You do whatever you got to do. Personally, I tend to watch the ones who are more focused on their content as opposed to themselves. It's funny, one of the very first commentators I ever watched, male or female, was actually K-pop, or Kelly, White Boy's girlfriend. Way back in the day, one of the very first commentators I ever watched. And she was focused on her content. You know, she was funny, and she was a gamer, and that's all I really cared about, you know what I mean? Girl gamers like that, like K-pop, she's dope, Optic Midnight is dope, Miss Tuffany's dope. Like, there are girls that are more focused on their content as opposed to their appearance. Again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with... Flaunting is the wrong word, but using yourself and how you look to get views. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. If you are an attractive person, it is going to be a little bit easier to get views than maybe a guy who's just sitting behind a microphone. And that's not hating, that's not bashing it, it's the truth. You know, if you're a female and you're attractive and you put yourself in front of a camera, you're going to get more views than the dude who's kind of just sitting behind the microphone. You know what I mean? That's just kind of the way it is. And I have no problem with that. Like I said, do you? It's your channel. So me personally, I tend to watch the ones who are a little more focused on their content. Not that I don't hop on over to the other ones every now and then, but whatever. Sue me. This next question is actually a little more serious, but it's actually a really good question, so I wanted to make sure I answered it. I'm not going to say who it's from, just I don't want to put them on blast in case they don't want to be put on blast. It says, Denk, I've been watching you for a long time, and I remember you saying that in grade school you started doing the plays and theater programs. True story. My question is, were you bullied or made fun of when you started doing that? I asked because I recently got into my school's play program and I've been getting made fun of, and I wanted to see how you dealt with that. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you for that. Whew, let me see. Was I made fun of when I first started? Yes, absolutely. That's kind of one of the things that just comes with the territory. If you're a guy and you start up in the plays and the theater programs and you're singing and you're dancing, you're going to get made fun of. People are going to call you gay. People are going to have stuff to say. That's just the way that it is. But the reason you get made fun of, the reason you get bullied is because these people that are making fun of you and that are bullying you don't understand the passion that you have. You know, if you're doing a play program or if you're doing theater and stuff like that, It's because you enjoy being in front of an audience. You enjoy that dynamic of performing for people. That's a special ability to have, to be able to stand in front of people and perform. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone has that skill or that ability to be able to stand in front of a crowd and perform, whether as themselves, whether as a character, or whatever. And people hate on that because they want that attention. They're jealous of that attention that you get. You know, if you're standing in front of a crowd and you're up on the stage and your part comes up and you do your part and the whole auditorium is cheering for you, you don't think that hater's sitting back in his chair like, whatever. You know, like that's what they do. They feed off that. They feed off being negative, and they just want to pick at these little things. And they're honestly jealous of the fact that you're being recognized, and they're not. That's what it comes down to. And I applaud you for persevering through the bullying and through being made fun of, because, you know, you see on the internet more than anywhere else how bullying can affect people. And if you're able to persevere through that and just brush it off, that's something that I've been very good at my whole life, is being able to not care about hate or bullying. I can't honestly say that I was bullied that much. I mean, I was made fun of, like I said, because it just comes with the territory, but I knew that it was coming from a place of jealousy. You know what I mean? I wasn't too caught up in the fact, oh, people are hating on me, they're calling me gay. Like, I don't give a shit about that. I didn't give a shit about that back then. I don't give a shit about it now. So if you're able to do that, if you're able to disconnect yourself from the criticism of those people, it's a very good trait to have. Like I said, if you have that passion for what you do, just do it, and don't let it bother you. Don't let those haters bother you. I've performed in front of 10 people. I've performed in front of 3,000 people. I've performed in front of 15,000 people. And I don't care what someone might think about me having a passion for that, because that's what I love to do. If you love to do it also, then go do it, and screw everybody else. You know, so don't let the bullying get to you. Don't let the criticism and the haters get to you. Just let it go, brush it off, and do you. And I wish you luck in your plays and theater programs and stuff, because it can be a lot of fun. Those were really a lot of fun. I remember in school, that was one of my favorite things to do. So enjoy it, and don't let people ruin your experience. Just have fun and enjoy doing what you do. Last question, Black Tie 4833, easy one. Favorite TV shows and movies? I don't watch a whole lot of TV, but there are a few shows that I really don't miss ever. Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Parks and Rec, football, and wrestling. That's pretty much what I watch on TV. As far as movies go, my favorite movie of all time is Rebel Without a Cause with James Dean from like 1955 or something. James Dean's one of my favorite actors of all time. And aside from that, I mean, anything with Batman in it. Honestly, I'll watch anything with Batman in it. But The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises probably are in competition for number 2 favorite movie of all time. Because I love anything that has to do with Batman. So that's pretty much that. That's going to do it for the questions. So if you want me to answer your questions in the next Q&A, send them to me on Twitter at @IamTheDank. Use the hashtag AskTheDank, and I'll answer the best ones in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying out the video quality and audio, all that crap, so things will get better. I'm still working on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Dank, and I'll see you soon.